Hey everybody, it's Heather and tech support from Diamonds and Dragonflies, and I am here today with the kitting up of Mother Earth. I will link below. There will be a link to the unboxing, but I am starting a new series on my channel. It is a comparison project. I will be working on a Dreamer Designs square version of Hannah Lynn's Mother Earth, alongside working on a Diamond Art Club version of the artwork in round. So go check out that unboxing if you want to see all the things that we have found that are different and that we are going to be comparing to one another as this project unfolds itself. So today I'm going to be kitting up. I'm not going to do any type of time lapsing on the kit ups. My pain in my hands are too, what's the word I'm looking for? Random, I guess. So I might have to start and stop at different times. Tech support might have to take over at times, but so I'm not going to do that. What we are going to do is I'm going to show the two different storage units that I'm going to kit this up into and why I chose those. The other thing I'm going to show is how I decide what size container when it comes to the Elizabeth Wards I use, and how I'm going to handle extra, like if I have multiple bags like 310, how I'm going to handle that in this type of storage unit for the DAC version. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'm going to show you guys. Then I'm going to stop the video. I will actually kit it up, and then I'll come back and show you how it looks at the end, and if I had to change anything or switch anything around, what I ended up doing. So we're going to take a look at Mother Earth first from DAC because it's not going to be as detailed. So here is all the drills. I've already cut them apart. I was helping my daughter do her taxes, the youngest one, the daughter, via FaceTime. This is her first time, her actually driving, so to speak, with the internet, doing her taxes. She did a great job, by the way. But I was getting bored just sitting here, so I took that time to separate all the drills. So like I say in the other video, DAC does kit up via weight. So the way these were on the trains, it started at the most drills going to the least amount of drills. So for example, this would have been near the end, whereas these, the 310 was at the very beginning. So I'm going to be using this storage unit. I got this off of, I don't know if I got this one from Temu or Amazon. It's got two latches, which I can't open, so that's what tech support is here for. Okay, now he's struggling a little bit, so I don't feel quite as bad.
I wasn't expecting them to be that tight.
So this is the first time I have used this actual set. Now I have a whole bunch of these where it's 3 rows of 10 that have 30 in it. There are 60 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Actually, that doesn't work out. 16 times 4 is 64. So let me see here. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 and 32 was 64. Okay, so there's 64 slot containers in here. That's kind of cool. This is something this is just a pet peeve. It really aggravates me that some of these have the latches, are in here with the latches up, and some of them aren't. So I got to sit here and I got to flip them all around, and that really just, you know, it's like I feel like the Chinese are just sticking it to me and stuff with this. That's their little get back for all the tariffs, I guess. But I don't remember if I got this off of Amazon, because I think I bought one of these off of Amazon and the other one I got off of Temu. I want to say it was around $16 somewhere. It was under 20. I'm pretty sure it was only like $16 or something. I really like these containers. I didn't think I was going to like them because I kit up into trays, guys. But I used to use Harbor Freights. These are better than Harbor Freight. They snap shut. They're easier to open. I don't have to worry. These are nice and sturdy. They're not super flimsy. Sometimes the Harbor Freights, I could actually like shove them inward some. So I definitely like these and prefer these over Harbor Freight. I love the fact that I found a bigger one here because I was enjoying using them for my projects that had 30, but I really hate having to have multiple storage for the same kit. It's just a pet peeve. It just irks me. So we're going to kit all these up. Now, the difficulty, and I know what some of you are going to say. For example, there are 5 bags of 310. I don't know if there's any duplicate colors. Otherwise, I haven't looked through to see yet. That you're going to go and say to me, well, you've got extra containers. Why don't you just do multiple containers of black? I don't like doing that. Why? Well, because in my experience, sometimes when you have a color that there is multiple bags of, like more than 2, sometimes you don't end up actually having to use all of those. I would rather they stay in their heat sealed packs and I can throw them in a Ziploc bag in case I need them for something else, or I want to use them for a cross stitch conversion or some type of other off canvas project, as opposed to having them in here and then I've got to kit them down into my spare storage. So I typically have some type of project bag or project container that I have all my accessories for, that I just throw the extras in that bag and then I refill as necessary. Some people don't like to do that. They want to get it all done from the beginning and put it up. Dealer's choice, guys. It's totally up to you what you want to do. So I don't really need to separate these into size, the DAC versions, because these are all the same size containers. So it's not going to matter whether I have that many drills or I have that many drills. And yes, I can fit an entire one of these bags into these. I have done it with other kits. So I know I can get one whole big stuff full bag into one of these containers. So that's how this one is going to go. All right, I'm going to move this one out of the way. And fortunately, like I said, DAC gives me my pre-cut stickers, which is going to make it easier for me to put up here. All right, I'm going to scoot those out of the way. And now let's look at how I'm going to do Dreamer. So Dreamer I'm going to do in Elizabeth Ward. And I'm going to tell you why in just a second. So these we are actually going to separate. And I'm going to actually ask tech support to help me here. What we're going to do here, since the Elizabeth Ward comes in different size containers. We've got super large, we've got mediums, medium large, we've got mediums, and then we've got smalls. So I can separate them and mix and match. So this is going to be, obviously, it's going to be a bigger container because I have multiples of the 310. I think there was 6 total. That's 5. I think there's one more black. Yep, there we go. So I know that these are going to go in a big one. Is the big one going to hold all 6? No. So I am going to have extra. I think I can get 3. I think I can get 3 bags in one of the big ones. But I'm going to put any that are duplicated in one pile because they're going to go in the bigger containers. And then when I have packs like this, well, these are automatically going in the tiny containers. They're not even going to remotely fit in there. So I'm going to pause the video right now. Tech support and I are going to separate these into piles for the different sizes, and then I'll show the containers and mix match. One of the reasons I'm not using the other type for this, because they are 2 different drill shapes, so I wouldn't get them mixed up with each other, is that there are 67 colors for the Dreamer version, and there are only 53, is it 53? Yeah, 53 of the DAC. So I would have to use another storage on top of one of those because they only hold 64. So that's why I'm going to do Elizabeth Ward. I'm hoping I can get them all in one tray. This is an entire tray of just little ones. So we'll see. Hopefully I can make the right combinations and I can get them all in one. If not, I will have to do 2 trays. All right, guys, we will be back in just a minute. All right, so we've got this situated. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 colors that have 2 or more bags. We've got 2 bags of 996, 2 bags of 3843, 2 bags of 3846, 2 bags of 907, and then 6 bags of 310. So these are going to go into either the largest size. Let me take the lid off here. They're either going to go into this size or this size. I might be able to put 2 bags into this one. But hopefully, because I only have 3 of the super large ones, so I can make that work. Then we've got a whole pile. Let me scoot these out of the way. We've got all of these, which are all fairly full bags. Those are going to go into these containers. If they seem to be overflowing, then I might have to bump them up into these containers. But then all of these over here, minus these, we're going to set those aside for the minute. These are all going to go in these tiny containers. If I can get one out from this angle. There we go. They're going to go in these small ones. Those, that special pile, I might have to bump them up into a next one. They're kind of on the border. So we'll try it out as we go. Now, typically, I have a really nice Elizabeth Ward funnel that I got from 3D Diamond Painting Works or Diamond Painting 3D Works or something like that. I will look it up and have it linked below. It's up in the art room somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where I stored it, so I'm not sending tech support on a wild goose chase. So how I'm going to do this is, because my dexterity is not really good right now with my hands, I'm actually going to dump these into a tray and then use the tray to funnel them into the containers. So that is how I'm going to work on these. I'm going to try and enlist tech support's help so we can get this done sooner than later, but he might abandon me. You never know. So I'm going to go refresh my drink, grab something I can snack on while I'm doing this, and throw on some TV, and I'm going to watch TV while I kit these 2 up. I'll be back when they're both done to show you how it turned out and if I had to make any adjustments or changes along the way. So I will see you guys in however long it takes me, but I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, we are done. Yeah. I have to say, this is definitely the biggest kit up from hell for 2026. It might just be the biggest kit up for hell for my entire diamond painting career. It started bad, it got worse, and then it was so bad that I literally did not put one drill on a canvas that day because I didn't want to look at another drill. So we will start with the Dreamer version. The Dreamer version started out with me, I said I would start doing the multiple bags, and he was going to do the little containers that had few drills in them. Well, tech support pretty much didn't have an issue. I ended up only actually kitting up, I think, like 6, maybe 6 colors, because the very first thing I did was I mixed and dumped a Dreamer one, and somehow I got a Diamond Art Club one over with the Dreamer ones, and I just dumped those in because it was the same DMC code. I'm shaking the bottle like I do this, like when I'm done, and I went, why are there rounds and squares in there together? So I had to sit and separate them all and pick them apart. And pretty much tech support had them all kitted up except for about 4 or 5 by the time I finished. Now, aren't these really pretty? Look at all those colors. This is just going to be gorgeous. I needed more than one Elizabeth Ward tray, but I only had 5 more, so I just put them in a Ziploc with the extra bags of black. I have the one picture there. This one is going inside the tray lid, so I know that these are the drills for this one. As you can see, all of the stickers are sticking fast. Yeah, none of them are peeling up or anything. They're all firmly attached. That's because
I did it.
And you didn't have too much static. I don't remember, just like a little bit, right, with these?
I think there was maybe 2 or 3 colors.
Yeah. So not really a lot of trouble static-wise or anything. So this turned out ended up being really well, minus my mistake. And no, I did not secretly do it so that tech support would kit it all up, because he ended up kitting all of this one up. He was done kitting up for the day. So he said, you're on your own for this one. Yeah, this kit better be worth it, because I have never encountered so much static in my entire life. This is the DAC version. They are all in here. Plus I have my extra 310s that I will need eventually. As you can see, stickers are trying to come off. I have taken my finger and smushed these down, rubbed them really hard. I'm probably going to end up having to have tech support go and get me some Scotch tape to put over them to seal them, because they just keep coming up. So I'm fairly certain I'm going to end up losing a sticker or two. So I need to take a picture of my case like this, because I forgot to take a picture of my sticker sheet. And I can't go onto DAC's site to look at one, because they took off all of the Hannah Land due to the controversy. So they are not even in the archive section of their website anymore. Really pretty colors. I think the color palette on the Dreamer one looks better than this one, but still pretty colors. Everything, these all, you know, fit in here. Where's 310? So that's one whole bag of 310. But just look at that static, guys. This is what I mean by kit up from hell. I literally cut, you know, I've got my bag, and I go and cut across the top, and they exploded out everywhere. I hadn't even started pouring them yet. I would get near the container and they would just start jumping out at me. 4 hours and 15 minutes to kit these up. This one took like an hour. So over 3 hours to kit up fewer colors. 53. Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. So I will have a link to this case down below. I got it off of Amazon. I want to say it was like either $13 or $16. I don't remember. It comes with 64 of the containers. I took out the ones that I didn't need to use, so I had space to put the black drills in. Since I'm not in the art room, I'm not using project bags and stuff right now, because I'm recycling the same accessories with everything. This is in an Elizabeth Ward container. It is a knockoff. I got it off of Temu. I will attempt to link it. I don't think I'm going to be very successful, since they change who the supplier and everything is and who you can get them from, because there's numerous people on Temu that sell them. But I will attempt to. But I will at least put it down Elizabeth Ward knockoff. So this is for the Dreamer. This is for the Diamond Art Club version. So I'm going to go grab the canvases, and we're going to finish kitting up by putting on our washi tape and our release papers. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I picked out this. This is Hippie Flowers. This is in the hollow from Bee's Crafty Corner. It's broken glass. Can they see that? Can they see the holographic? The broken.
There you go.
There you go. You can see the hollow of the broken glass. Here, you need to.
Nice. You were just getting some glare the way you had it tilted. But no, that looks look cool.
So I love the hollow look. These are, it's a thinner paper. And then I'm going to use this one.
You're good.
Okay. From Waterbug Gardens. So we're going to use this washi tape with its bright flowers and colors. I think it'll look good. So how I prep my canvas is, I'm going to move these for a minute here, is, can they see this edge? Can you bend that so it bends?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Crawls down, there we go. Can they see?
Yeah, we can see
Okay.
that.
Okay. So I'm going to go and I'm going to pull this part way up. Maybe I'm going to pull it part way up. All right. And then, can you hand me the remote? The cupcake. We'll set the cupcake on here so that it holds it down. Oh crap, I should have had you start these. Let's see if I can be Oh, I got this one. This one was cooperative. You should have seen me with the one washi tape a little while ago. I was like butchering it. And the reason why I put washi tape around the edge is that the glue overruns the canvas a little bit and it will attract every piece of dog hair. It will attack every fuzzy off of your shirt or the clothes you're wearing. You'll get dust on it. All of the above. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble because whereas my left arm works fairly well, my right arm has not caught up to my left yet. But that's what happens when you break it in two places. All right. Now we're going to spin it. I'm going to throw the cupcake on the floor. I seem to be very good at that. Now, granted, if it was a real cupcake, I would have dove after it. But I would have had to beat Atlas to get to it. He is off my feet now, thank God. Rhea is on the couch. And where is the Woo?
He's in his cubby staring at me.
He's in his cubby. Going, Mom, why are you talking about me?
He probably wants me to go to bed. Even though it's 2 in the afternoon.
He's like, I need my 4th nap of the day, Dad. Okay. 2 sides down. 2 to go. Oh, my right arm really does not like doing this today. It's funny how you don't realize. I broke my humerus, and it was not very funny. So I broke the shaft in the center, like where my bicep is. I snapped the bone in half like a twig, which is a no small feat considering it is the 2nd hardest bone in your body. Femur being the first one. It takes place number 2. It is also one of the hardest to break, but I managed to do it not once, but twice at the same time. They are actually sending me June 2nd. I'm having a bone density scan because they were kind of surprised and shocked and a little bewildered at how I managed to break it in not one place, but 2 places. Because I also snapped off, they call it the ice cream scoop. The top of your shoulder has like a hard nodule at the top. And that's what slides into the shoulder joint, into that ball joint. Well, I snapped the ice cream scoop part clear off. So I don't have that part of my bone anymore. So instead I have a titanium pin going down and then plates and screws that connected my shoulder back to my body. Yeah, okay. All right, we're gonna let tech support decide. Should I start at the top or should I start at the bottom?
I want to see how the gown turns out, so.
All right, the bottom it will be. All right, can you slide that back down in there for me? Because now we're going to put our release papers on. That is how I section my canvas. So I'm going to, and I do 2 rows at a time. So I'm going to slide the plastic cover up some. And I'm going to take my release papers. And I'm going to section off my rows. This one is not on right. I gotta fix it. There we go. All right, now I have a little extra over here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna have extra up there too, is I'm gonna cut one of these in half. But because I am using scissors left-handed and not doing that very well, I am going to actually give it to tech support and ask him if he will do the honors of cutting it in half. Keep in mind those are left-handed scissors. So
Yeah, you know me.
I don't know. Yeah, for some reason he can use left-handed scissors with his right hand. Yeah, I can't do that. Just like I can't use right-handed scissors with my left hand.
I can't do anything with my left hand anymore. I used to. That was when I was a little kid.
I'm becoming pretty ambidextrous, aren't I? I can do more things with my left hand now than I can do with my right. So we're going to get this second row up. Whoop. It might help if I put that on straight. There we go. All right, and then I had two, because I usually get the 12 pack because I only put 2 rows on at a time for most paintings. Now there are some paintings that I cover the entire canvas and take off the plastic cover. I'm not doing that. I have yet to do that down here except for my mystery kit because it has to be that way while I'm downstairs because of the dogs. This one is around. So I'm keeping the plastic cover on, but I still need my sections because I don't want to risk getting a whole bunch of dog hair in between the drills since this is a round.
Looks like a Christmas present
spot.
or a birthday present now.
All right, tech support's going to go hang that one up. And now we're going to do the Dreamer one. Actually, you know what? Just lay it down. Because I'll show them both at the end. Here comes the Dreamer one. All right. So with the Dreamer one, I selected this one from Bee's Crafty Corner. I do want to point out too that both of these release paper sets from Bee's Crafty Corner are on sale. I think they're on sale till Saturday, maybe Sunday of this week. So it is 20% off, I think, on the sale ones, but these are both on the sale section. So this one's a little bigger. So we're going to pull this one up and put a washi tape on here. And I'm going to give you a little background, just, you know, food for thought or taking a stroll down memory lane. I don't know what we want to call it. But I diamond painted for 2 years, almost 2.5. Before I even, this one does not want to lay down. Okay. Stay. Okay. Before I found the diamond painting community, so I didn't know anything about release papers or putting washi tape.
You need me to do that?
I can't even find where... Oh, I think that's where it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be there. But I knew nothing about using washi tape for the glue or anything, or release paper. So I would just pull up the plastic canvas and just work on a section. Well, all of those kits that I did back then, they are all gray and dingy the whole way around because of all the stuff that I got in the glue. One of the things that's kind of cool too about Dreamers is they put this little tiny border of the colors around it so that it's not like overflowing, which I thought was kind of cool. See, he's even having trouble doing it too.
Oh, this one side's sticking for some reason.
So it's not just me. Is it splitting?
No,
Some of them I feel like they're wound so tight that until you get pulling it some,
here we go.
it doesn't give.
Well, it's just like I said, this one piece, the place here. All right. Give that a try and see if
Okay.
it works.
All right, let's rip some of this off. All right.
There's no barchins.
So I did this flower, darker flower one. I thought that would go better with this one since this one is more vibrant. Now technically, with this one, I don't really need to do this because the glue doesn't overrun the little border section, but you know what? It looks pretty. And this way I don't have to worry about any chance of
I signed up for my classes for summer and fall.
Oh, okay. Tech support signed up for his summer classes for summer and fall. He is finishing up. What is your actual degree in? Just computer science?
Yeah.
So he got his AA during COVID. And he is rounding the bend with getting his bachelor's.
I might actually graduate after summer of next year.
Ooh.
I
So
was looking at
summer
classes
of
and-
2027 he might finish.
I have less classes than I thought. There's a lot of overlap.
Nice. So I'm really proud of him. I'm 8 credits away from completing my AA degree, but that involves me taking math and science, and I'm not doing that. So I'm disabled anyway at this point in time, so I figure if I've made it 53 years with the amount of math and science that I already know, I'm good.
Isn't like the whole thing about STEM for women now, though?
I'm an old-fashioned woman. I don't need no STEM, you know. That's what I have you for. You're my tech support. I mean, truth be told, ladies and gentlemen, I probably know more about computers than I ever freaking wanted to. Because not only is my current husband tech support and in IT, but my second husband, the father of my children, he is a database administrator. So I've been surrounded for a good 30 years of my life with having significant others / spouses that were in the computer industry and field. Now, granted, sometimes now I wonder what happened to my ex in terms of his computer knowledge, because it's kind of scary that he actually contacts my current husband or relays the children to him when a computer issue comes up. He's like, oh, I don't know, go ask your stepdad. So,
Well, if he's out doing just the database stuff, he's not really working with computers except for typing shit in.
well, he's like manages his department now, so he's probably just writing memos all day. Who knows? All right. I can definitely say that compared to the older DAC kits, this one's glue and plastic cover is way stickier and way thicker than the Diamond Art Club one. I'm really excited about this, guys. I'm going to work a row at a time on each one. So we're going to start this one. Will be started at the bottom too, because I'm going to do one row of this one, then the same row on the round, and then compare. It's going to be interesting though, because like I said, this one is bigger than the other one. So I'm going to have to, I guess, do a little adjustment. All right, we got that out of the way. See if tech support's going to have to cut one of these. I'm not sure. You might not have to. I love these release papers. I think they're so pretty.
I don't know why, but they make me think of a really bright and shiny Nightmare Before Christmas feel.
I can see because of the swirl.
Yes.
Yeah. There are actually, I think this is called Sketchbook Floral. Okay, this is more than a half, so I'm just going to overlap this one since it's not going to divide evenly. But there's 3 of them. There's this, there's the blue, there's a pink, and then there's one that's kind of like some orangey peaches that's really pretty. I have 2 out of the 3. I don't have the one. But I really like these. And I thought they would work really well. All right. So we've got this one. I'm going to have tech support bring the DAC one back. I'm going to kind of lay it catty-cornered here. Put that one going that way, catty-cornered. Still with the bottom down.
I was just looking
Oh.
to see where the kit.
So we've got these both kitted up now, guys. They're kitted up. My canvases are prepped. So I am ready to rock and roll, and I can start working on these. So I will do a check-in video when I get the first row done of both, and we'll compare and contrast the colors and everything, and then keep on going as we go along. So this will not be my #1 top priority kit that I'm working on, but I will definitely be spending a good amount of time working on this off and on throughout the month. So until I get those rows done, that's all for now on our comparison project. Leave me a flower emoji down below and let me know which set of release papers did you like better, the hippie flowers or the sketchbook floral. And let me know what you think about this project and if you are as excited as I am. And guys, don't forget, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps with the algorithm to get my videos out there. Share it if you have a lot of friends that are into arts and crafts and they might be interested in seeing this. And make sure to leave that comment below. And as always, guys, never forget that without the dark, we'd never get to see the stars. I'll see you in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.